Hey everybody, Timmy Flyers guy here. I've decided to skip the intro because I got a lot of things that I need to say about last night. Welcome to the Orange and Black Recap. I'm your host, Timmy Flyers guy. I'm wearing my Philly hat because I have some things that I need to say right now. Before I get into this recap, I want to address something about the way people were talking about how Philly fans are. I got some things that I need to say about that. I know that the whole thing with the Penguin being thrown down onto the ice with a little much. Well, it wasn't thrown down on the ice, but somebody threw it. I know that the shirts that they gave away at Game 4 were a little R-rated. But I will not apologize for where I come from. I will not apologize for being a Flyers fan. I shouldn't have to apologize for being the way I am. And I shouldn't apologize for being passionate about my hockey team. And passionate about the city that I was born in. The city where I learned. The city where I grew up. And the city where I became a man. I've done so much in this city. I walked through this neighborhood when I was a little kid, hanging out with my friends, and just dreaming about many things in my life. Dreaming about one day achieving greatness. I learned a lot from this city. And people, they stereotype this city. They say Philadelphia is a bad place to live. They say people who live here are degenerates. I think that's a load of BS. Because people have forgotten the age-old saying, there are good people and there are bad people everywhere. So don't come on here and tell me that where I come from is trash. Because let me tell you something. I'm proud of where I come from. And I will never, ever move out of this great city. I would never move anywhere else. And that's no disrespect. No disrespect at all. But this is the city that I was raised in. This is the city where I learned from my mother and my father that raised me in this city. So don't come up here with all that stereotype crap, alright? Because this is where I was born and raised. If you have a problem with where I come from, I don't give a rat's ass. That's all I gotta say about that. Now let's get into the game. Last night, the Philadelphia Flyers faced off against the bitch-ass Pittsburgh Penguins against the bitch-ass Captain Sidney Crosby, bitch-ass Malkin, bitch-ass Letang, bitch-ass Sealaws, bitch-ass Skinner, bitch-ass John Hughes. And in the first period, The Penguins get a lucky goal. It's 1-0. Then they take a 2-0 lead. Second period, Ellis Monk gets his first goal as his first playoff goal. And Travis Sanheim ties it up at 2-2. And similar to the game against the Washington Capitals back before the season ended, the Penguins get one back, and it's a lucky bounce. Puck bounces right off of the stanchion into the net behind Lazar. It's 3-2 Penguins. And that lead will hold up as the Flyers will lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins 3-2. We're going to have a game 6. Just like in 2012, it's going to a game 6. But hopefully, we'll have the same, the Flyers will have the same outcome they had in 2012 when they beat the Penguins in 6 games. I'm hoping for that. Now, do I think that someone on the Flyers will replicate the Claude Giroux shift? I don't think so, but I do know that the Flyers can handle their business in Game 6. I do know that. So, Pittsburgh Penguins, they're back in this series. I'll admit it, they got back in the series, I'll admit it. They won last night. They beat us last night. They're still alive. I'll admit it, but I don't like it. Dan Vladar, not the best game last night. But, not the best game last night. I admit it, but I don't like it. I think the Penguins are a pretty good team. I'll admit it, but I don't like it. So I give a 3-2 lead. And I'd like to address a few things right now. Last night the Penguins, they could win that game on their own. They had to have help from the referees and Danny Bettman. That's right, they hid behind the referees and they hid behind Danny Bettman. Well, Pittsburgh, you're coming back to Philly. I just hope you can get permission from your daddy, Gary Bettman, because it's obvious that you can't do anything on your own because you're cowards. You're cowards. Each and every one of you. And listen up, Sidney Crosby, you walking, talking, bobblehead. Keep running your mouth. Keep smiling. Because sooner or later, that smile that you have on your face is going to be gone. And you're going to be wondering, what the hell happened? You don't even know what hit you. You little punk. You entitled, spoiled brat. And you're walking. I guess you finally came out of your cave. Because you look like an ogre. You just stepped out of a cave. And you're crystal tag. With your boy band haircut. Your boy band face. And you, John Hughes. You rare as Waldo. looking piece of shit. I got lots that I need to address. You know what? The Pittsburgh Penguins, they're gonna try to silence us in Game 6. Philly, we cannot let that happen. We will not be silenced by Gary Bettman. We will not be silenced by the Pittsburgh Penguins. And we will not be silenced by Sidney Crosby. Sidney Crosby, you think you're hot shit. Pittsburgh Penguins, you think you're hot shit. Well, let me tell you something. You no good, entitled Nepo babies. Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? You know something? Sidney Crosby, you remind me of a kid that stepped on my hands when I was a little kid. You see, Philly, I never told you a story about that. When I was a little kid, I went to this kid's house.
Well, I'm just worried that you're going to have time.
Philly, listen up. When I was a kid, you see, Philly, when I was a kid, I went to this kid's house with my mom and my grandmother. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not going to do him like that. I'm not going to disrespect everything. You know, he was a kid. You know, kids do crazy stuff when they're little. And I'm sure he's grown out of that. And I'm sure he's matured. I saw him again. And he seems like he's changed. But when I was a kid, I went to his house. And he would pick on me. He would step on my hands. And my mother said something to his mother. And my mother said something to his mother, and his mother said that the strong pick on the weak. It's part of nature. My mom and my grandma, they looked at her like she was crazy, and they had every right to. And I hold no ill will against him or his family. Because he was a kid. Kids do things like that sometimes. And they learn. And when they get older, they become a better person. I'm not mad at him for what he did. He was a kid. It happened years ago. I hold no ill will, but I want to use this story as an example. I'm sure that Sidney Crosby can change. But honestly, all hope is lost. He'll be a changed man. That kid that picked on me, he's a changed man. He's learned from what he did. He's grown. He's matured. And you know, I have no problem with his family. I think they're great people. And he learned from that. And he's not like that anymore. People can change. But I don't think Sidney Crosby will ever change. That is why we cannot let those sons of bitches win this series. Philly, we cannot let those sons of bitches beat us. We cannot allow them to beat us. Game 6 is back in Philly. Philly, right now, this is war. This is war. We are not just a fan base. We are soldiers. And when Game 6 comes around, the Penguins are going to try to silence us. As a fan base, we cannot let those sons of bitches silence us. Game 6, it's time for us to raise some hell down on the Pittsburgh Penguins. We gotta show them that you're not gonna come into our arena and push us around. It's time, Pittsburgh Penguins. You rattled the wrong cage. And on Wednesday, you're gonna pay the ultimate price. Listen to me when I'm talking to you. Sidney Crosby, listen carefully. You and your whole team, each and every one of you, are in for a night of pain. Welcome to hell, Penguins. Welcome to hell.